Welcome along to, I think, episode 3 of the Premier League season. We are going to be discussing quite a lot of changes since last week. We've got a visual episode mainly here. I'm going to go top left down to the bottom corner. So, first of all, welcome along, Andrew.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome along, Mr. Mackem. Hi, welcome me. Paul
Hello.
Wilson.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And in the bottom corner there, we
I just want
have...
to say, Paul, I really like that top you've got. I was thinking about getting it last year, but then I didn't end up getting it. I kind of regret it now.
For those that are listening on the podcast as well, it's the...
Listening on Spotify.
How do you describe this shirt?
Well, it's imagine you had a migraine, and that was part of the shirt.
Do you know what I was thinking? Imagine, do you know when they had Windows 98 or XP or whatever, and had the
Screensavers,
the screensavers and the visualizations for music? That's it. It's just.
We're not doing it just, mate. We're not doing it just to say it's actually a really nice shirt.
It's really nice, but it's a freeze frame of a 90s. It's just very early 90s.
It's last season's alternative in it, white with blue and purple triangles on it. It's nice.
It's a classy one, yeah. And sorry, in the bottom corner there, we do have Alan as well. Hello, Alan. Hello. Are you Italian?
With us yet? I mean, he might be chatting on mute, but here we go.
Are you Italian today? Oh, there you go. Oh, you're better now. Yeah.
A bit quiet, Al. You might really
quiet. I'm on my Xbox. I'm plugging my handset.
Boom. I understand why now. What are you playing?
I'm not playing anything, mate. I just find
this chat last time, mate.
Easier.
Talking about Warzone for ages than AI.
Yeah,
I did listen back, and I was like, "That's quite a detour from what we're supposed to be chatting about."
Oh yeah, but that's what this is about, right? It's more. How should you put it? Lads chatting about the club.
Is that better because the mic's next to my mouth?
That's much better, Al. Thanks very much.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, you could have a bit of ramble. Do you know what I mean? That's half the fun, isn't it?
Exactly. If you
while we're rambling and talking about Sunderland tops, I was gonna wear me new Sunderland top. It was supposed to arrive today in the post because our last one, the green one, right? So last week I was like, Stace, will you go to the club shop and get the new green goalkeepers top? She was like, yeah, Sam will go down. Anyway, she got there with the kids and the queue was round the shop and out the door. She was like, nah, you've had it. You have to fucking go yourself. And I couldn't be arsed, so I just ordered it online. It was right, it's going to be delivered in a week's time. This was last Friday. I was like, that's fine. I'll have it ready for the podcast. Didn't turn up today, mate. Not
disappointing.
Hiding the hair of it. It's fucking somewhere in the ether.
I reckon they're just putting the new number 1 on it. That's all. They're doing a free print.
They've held off. I mean, this is a great segue in it, man. That's what I planned all along. But yeah, disappointingly, I'm gonna wear this Tom Brady top. But maybe next time I'll have the new green goalkeeper kit on.
Cool. Tom Brady, man. I forget half of you love the AFL, which is a very rare thing as well.
The AFL, mate. That's something entirely different. That's the African Football League.
NFL.
The NFL.
No, Aussie Football League as well. Yeah, NFL.
Is it?
Yeah.
Paul, are you in the NFL or not?
No, not really.
Nah.
That surprises me. To be fair, it's just.
Yeah, I reckon you could play tight end for sure.
Oh, there's so many jokes you could have off the back of that, but I'm all right. The Roofs, the goalkeeper. Should we talk about our signings over the last week? Because
there's been one or two,
I don't know how, but we are just seemingly constantly improving on that.
Conveyor belt, isn't it? So many new blokes just flying in, signing on the dotted line, and straight in the academy. Ready for training.
I think we have 2 official.
I can't remember a window like this,
I think it's probably our best ever. Which is
literally it's been non-stop. Our lass has just texted us, by the way, saying you are echoing down the street because I've got my window open. So if you listen on a Queen's Park Road live,
Read all about it. There you go. Yeah, I think the last time I remember us having like this amount of like a buzz around us for a season. This is gonna age it, and I think Alan's gonna go fucking really. Was the 2000 season when we were signing Tori Andrea Flo?
Oh, man, I knew it was gonna be that.
Like there was that much of a buzz around that season. We finished 7th twice. Like it just felt like it was progressing up. What was it? What's the hindsight's a lovely thing, but this window's like got. I think it's fucking weird to say it, but like it's our best ever window by far.
When you think about it, right? Who we lost? Essentially, we lost Job and Watson, right? Yeah, one or two others coming in out on loan or left on a free or whatever.
And they were done extremely early as well.
Yeah. And who we brought in? Basically a whole new team, 10 players.
9 confirmed. The loanee from Chelsea, the striker kid, Gui. He has.
I was talking to a guy at work about this. He's a Chelsea fan, and he thinks it's pronounced Gui.
Dewey.
Like Gui, you know, like if you touch something, it's a bit sticky. It's a bit gooey.
Yeah.
Might be wrong. I don't know.
Is it like Gahey as well? Because he's a centre back, right? That plays for.
Who does he play for?
Everton or Palace?
No, Palace.
Palace, yeah.
Palace. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's always on like the brink of moving, isn't he? He was going to get to the Mags last season. Now he's like on a boat, going to Liverpool or United or someone like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems a bit weird. A bit weird that progression path, but Barcelona, Chelsea, Sunderland. I guess he's only here for a year, that kid, but again, still not confirmed.
He can't be any worse than whoever we had on loan last year. Mr. I never got on the pitch from Liverpool. Exactly.
Dan's.
We've also got Jaden someone, right?
Dan's,
Jaden
yeah.
Dan, is that him?
Yeah.
Mate, come on now.
Came here, was injured.
A single minute.
He went up to the academy training pitch and was at 3 hours in. Yeah, he's injured for the rest of the season. What did he fucking? I just imagine him like getting on the training pitch and just running into the fucking lamppost, like just.
I reckon he didn't tie his laces before he got on the pitch. Like tripped over his own laces. Like
I thought you were on about the other loanee we had. I thought you were on about the other loanee we had from Chelsea.
Burstall.
Go on. At least he played though. He played. He got on the pitch. Jaden Dans did fucking out.
Oh, was Burstall Chelsea though? I thought he was. Somewhere else.
No, Burstall was from Chelsea.
Chelsea have got so many players. They have to send people out on loan. They literally can't afford to pay all their wages. Like they've got about. They're like extended squads about 50 blokes.
That's really bizarre. Like, how are they allowed to do that?
I don't know, mate. So, some fancy accountant.
That's just proper dodgy. That is, like, you shouldn't be able to have any more than the allotted amount on your books. I guess academy players count.
They're still signing players. Like they're probably signing more people than we have.
Just do what they want.
Anyway, we're going on a tangent. Let's skip out.
Right, okay, yeah. So Robin Roofs has signed for Sunderland, potentially taking the number 1 spot away from Anthony Patterson.
I don't think there's any potentially about it, my guy.
I don't know. It's pretty challenging. Look, I want to give that little glimmer of hope for Pato that's still his spot.
Listen, I might be jumping the gun here, mate, but like, you don't spend 9 million quid on a new keeper if you don't intend to play him.
Oh yeah, no, but
we're supposed to get the new keeper tomorrow.
No, he's officially signed. Yeah, I think you might be right. You might be able to see him tomorrow. I thought he has to still do international clearance.
I'd be surprised if he's in the team tomorrow. Like, but I hope so. Well, I really hope. Again, I might be jumping ahead of myself. It's like they maybe like wheels Xhaka out at half time or something. They waved at the crowd. I'm going. Paul, I bet are you going along tomorrow, mate?
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah. I think I'm going. Al's gone. Crouchy as well. Like there's a few of us going down.
I just imagine them wheeling him out in a wheelbarrow. Why did my brain go there?
I'm not talking about how they wheel out fucking Jimmy Montgomery and that. Like he's like, come on, Jimmy, come on again, get yourself on the fucking half time, do the grand yand. I hope they announce them properly. Do you know what I mean? Like introduce them to the people who spent 20 quid, 17, 50, or how much it is to go down.
Who were the four?
So you stand, Jimmy.
I'm trying to remember. Do you remember when we signed 4 players at the same time? We brought them out half time, and Mishu was in one of them.
You talking about one of them was they were all from Spurs, weren't they? Like one of them was Timu Tainio.
Yeah. Mishu.
Who else was it?
Mishu.
Steve Malbranque was part of that. Shout out Steve Malbranque. Small 40 a day was still got in the first squad.
Oh, I think it was all about different rollouts, but
no. Do you remember when we signed 4 players from Spurs all at once? I'm going to Google it.
Go for it. Al, do you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm clear.
I said Pascal Chimbonda.
Pascal Chimbonda, great. That's another one.
Did these players actually do anything for us?
So it was Steve Malbranque, Timu Tainio, Pascal Chimbonda, and someone else.
Bongs and with the Chimbonda as well. The best, I'd say the best thing.
Oh, no, wrong horn. Sorry, Bon. All right. Shout out if you're in the comments, mate. Who's that other player? That is in Tainio, Chimbonda, or Steve Malbranque.
I still love the Steve Malbranque after he left us.
Was it Eunice Kabul? Was it Eunice Kabul? It might have been.
That sounds about right. The right era, yeah. Was it
Eunice
Steve?
Kabul was solid,
Steve, wherever you may be. I don't want to go further into the
Park, wherever you may be. We can't sing that one anymore.
No, we can't sing any of them anymore. They're all a little bit xenophobic, aren't they?
You can't see anything in Keir Starmer's communist.
Oh, here we go. Let's get back on track, lads.
Well, you've been off track for the last 10 minutes, so can I not have some off-track stuff? Can I not?
Yeah, of course you can. Go for it. Do you feel well policed on this platform?
I mean, we live in a police.
Yeah, I had an age verified to get here.
Yeah, you did. I didn't. I haven't had the age verify for Discord or anything like that yet.
This is what I saw in the news today, right? I saw someone in the Gunners Club in Sunderland getting interviewed. Right.
Yeah.
Who supported Labour all his life. And he turned around and went, I think we need someone like Margaret Thatcher. That's how bad things are. Someone in the Gunners Club in Sunderland wants Margaret Thatcher to be resurrected from the dead. That's how bad we are at the minute.
Did I get out of the country at the right time then, fellas? I got out the literal week of the last election, by the way.
Well, you went through the hard times, mate.
And the good.
We all made it to the other side.
Roll out the election. Hey, what's minimum wage like now?
I don't know. I'm not on minimum wage.
Well, by the time Keir's finished, it'll probably be 50 quid an hour.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll work at McDonald's for 10 hours and then there you go, and go to another country. Live like a king.
Economic collapse followed by civil war.
That is a bold statement.
I think that is enough of that side tangent, to be honest. That's very visual. Right. Let's get your thoughts on our new number 1 signing, Robin Roofs. How do you say? Is it Roofs or Roofs?
I think it might be Roefs.
Right.
He's got an egg in there, isn't it?
He is Roefs. Dutch. He is Dutch, so wife sounds...
Yeah, Roef sounds proper Dutch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Yes.
Right, so what I can say about him is, obviously I've never seen him play. I don't know anything about him. All I know is what I've heard since like 5 days ago when it first kind of was fluttering around. First thing I read was a load of fans of his current team in the comments saying, "I'm absolutely gutted he's leaving. Like he's been class since he came into the first team. Like he's got his big move. They're obviously happy for him, but they're good, and that's a good barometer, isn't it, for the quality of player? If you're signing someone for another club and their fans are like, "Oh, I'm gutted he's leaving," like that's probably half decent signing. Do you know what I mean?
I reckon we should do that for everyone else signings that leaves, just for shits and giggles, including Pavetta.
Pavetta's, we're gutted he's leaving. I mean, he produced the best 20 minutes of the Sunderland shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Just
Suppose he's not injured yet.
Just, he might be, is he?
I thought his name, right, Jen. I thought his name was Jan Pavetta, right? But he's called Ian. Fucking Ian. Not many Ians kicking around these days, like.
Not under.
Ian Pavetta.
Not under. Was it 40?
Not under the age. I was going to say not under the age of 35, 40. Like.
I don't think I remember any Ian in our years. It's an 80s
one
name.
Or two, one two.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Robin Roefs. Yeah, people gutted he's leaving. He's a big lad. Apparently he likes to command his box. Like he likes to come out and get crosses and that, which is something a pal don't really do. So maybe maybe you fell off your seat, lad.
No, I'm just turning down the brightness so I can actually breathe.
Just glanced up there, mate, and you're gone.
The amount of innuendos that you're throwing out there, or properly unintentionally, is
listen, mate,
hilarious.
Where your mind, just because your mind's in the gutter, lad. Don't mean my ears. I'm trying to have a normal conversation about football.
I mean, yeah, so some of the commentary as well, and it's the morning. Come on, juices are flowing.
For us, anyway, right, back on track again. Yeah, Robin Royce sounds like a good keeper. I haven't seen him play. I hope he's good. I hope he's decent. We signed him for about £9 million, which is the same amount of money we paid for Craig Gordon back in the day. So,
yeah,
he was our record sign at the time. Do you remember Craig Gordon?
£9 million, or was that 2000?
I don't know. But I remember when we signed him, he was the highest ever transfer fee for a keeper. £9 million.
£10 million.
All right, it was kicking around that ballpark. He was the highest. It was the highest transfer fee for a keeper ever when we got Craig Gordon. So similar sort of transfer fee for this guy as well. Yeah, I hope he does well. Alan will be happy because Pat was out maybe not out the door, but definitely not in the start of it.
I'm not like happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm just, I'd say, I knew I wasn't going to take us into the Premier League. I'm not saying I knew because of his ability, because he's a good keeper. I'm just saying he's still young in the terms of keeping. If you look at his age, I still think we should keep him, and he can learn. Maybe I get like this other lad's young, but it's his size. Do you know what I mean? And obviously they see something in him, in the way he plays. It might fit the way we're going to play this season. I mean, I've watched Millwall over the last couple of friendlies. Obviously went to Hearts and watched it. The one with the Hull against you, especially the Hull goal, I just thought, his position. I'm not saying it was all his fault, but I'd like to see someone do better. Who's the number one? If you know what I mean.
I don't think any of the keepers that we've had in our pre-season have performed.
No, they haven't. No,
very well at all. And I know we've been playing second and third string, but if they were going to state a claim, they haven't done it.
And maybe, if you look at it, maybe he is the number two, and Milren is probably going to move on. So Pat might still be like, the number one choice. He's just injured at the minute. They probably saw it and went, look, these two are not good enough to replace Pat Ross, so we need someone else. But it was blindly evident, But
even in the club statement, mate, they literally say we want competition in that position. They want competition.
This means we've got 5 keepers now, and I know Young went out on loan, so really we've got 4.
Yeah.
But listen, for me, I think this new guy, Roefs, I think he'll be starting. Like whether Pato was injured or not, I think he'd be starting. I think Pato will be number 2. He'll be the income keeper, and then we'll have either Blondie or Moore. He'll be choice number 3 as the just in case keeper. Let's hope that it never gets down. I mean, I remember when we had the goalkeeper injury crisis in the league camp. Fucking Jason Steele and the other guy. Do you remember that season where we had 3 or 4 different keepers all at once?
I'm trying to remember who the other keepers were, mate.
Paul, you'll know, mate. Who was it? It was Camp Steele and someone else, wasn't it?
Robin Reuter?
Yeah, that was it. Good knowledge,
Another
man.
Robin.
Robin Reuter. Another Robin.
Was he the one that went to... There was a player that went to the Bundesliga and absolutely hated us, but I thought he was a forward. It's that same era, right? Like, he was shite. He was pervaded level of quality, but had this ego. So I'm just going to quickly call out the guys in chat, then I'll ask Paul his opinion on Robin Royce. So we've got Rosie in. Hello. She says she's well over the moon with the signings. Absolutely doing fantastic. You've got Lee Farrell saying hello to you, Paul, and he's asked us opinions on Mark Gooey. we will go into Gooey after we're talking about Robin first. I think we'll then go into Xhaka because Xhaka is a huge signing, and then we'll go into Gooey.
Pretty big chat, that mate. Like, that's fairly serious chat there.
And yeah, and then we'll talk about the games themselves because we haven't really had a lot of good times in the pre-season games, but that's where we're at. And SFC Tom says Sunderland to relegation follow, which I think is a little bit harsh. I think he's a lot.
Guys tripping balls.
Probably a mark.
Yeah, like you said, a lot, but just somebody pretending to be a Sunderland fan just to get in and not get instantly. But I mean, I would say we're fodder. We are second. We're now not favourites to go down, which is.
Oh yeah, is Burnley lower than us now? Is that right?
Burnley's odds on to finish 20th, so we're literally climbing up the table without even kicking the ball.
Hey man, all you got to do is spend 120 million to go at one spot. That's got to spend a little bit more.
I do
at least 7-8, man, guaranteed.
Well, we're only 2 weeks away from the actual Premier League starting, so like, I do have to do between now and then another like pre-season prediction because I did put Sunderland to finish dead last, by the way. So like, based on our previous current full squad, I would have potentially put us as 20th and struggling. But now we've had all of these players come in, that has definitely changed. Mr. Meadshield.
Yeah, Meadshield. He's back again. I need a sound for Meadshield. What do you think for Meadshield? Should we go quack?
Yeah. Paul, what's your opinions on Robin Reuter? Roefs.
No, it's not Robin Reuter.
Robin Reuter. When did we sign him back?
Mate, hang on a second. I'm going to find out. While you talk about the audio keeper, mate, I'm going to find out where Robin Reuter is these days.
To be honest with you,
retired. Okay.
I'm actually happy we brought Robin in, not Reuter, the other one.
Yeah. The Roose player.
To be honest, what the boys did, the boys looked at actually how he played. I think it was in the Netherlands under 21s final. I think it was.
Oh yeah,
you know,
did he play? I don't follow the Netherlands under 21s, so. But did he make a major final? Did he? Okay, that's good. Means he's got like big game experience.
But yeah, I think that's what the boys did. Because it'd be interesting who was the one that actually brought him here. Was it Speakman? You know,
Rodolfo or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was Rodolfo that brought him here.
Yeah, could be.
Is that basically scouts doing their job?
Yeah, man, it's this is good though. This is great, and I know we signed Xhaka. He's 32, signed him for a bit of money, but this guy, he's 22. Do you know what I mean? Like he will have resale value.
It does completely bypass our previous youngest. Like how old's Pato now? Like 24, 25? Something like that.
Can't be much older than that. It kind of be, yeah, but round about that age. Kind of be older than that.
Yeah, because I do like that we are looking at more. Not to put it a little bit blunt, but like the players that we're bringing in come across as a lot more professional, a lot more level-headed, and I do really get obviously Dan Neil with Xhaka and Roofs with Pato are direct replacements for the local lads, but I kind of feel like local lads, the top level, unless they're like Jordan Henderson / Pickford level quality, you are going to.
They don't come around very often, mate. That sort of player, like they come through the academy, that you sell on for big bucks and goes on to be very successful. You know, you're talking like once in a blue moon.
The only other player I can think that could be like that is basically already got sold for 10 million. Tommy Watson could have potentially been that, but again, we're absolutely fine on that left-hand side without him. So I think we're doing smart recruitment for the sake of having a local lad in the starting lineup. I'm all right with like dropping that sacrifice as long as everybody that comes on the pitch plays for our shirt. Like they don't just do a fucking Jack Rodwell and have a little tantrum because they don't get a ration of ring going their way.
Chotter's lad.
Well, to be honest, Lee Fowler, that's in the chat there, he actually just messaged me just there. Robin, the new keeper, was very close to joining Burnley before he signed for us.
Oh, yeah. Who's
Yeah,
Burnley's keeper? Didn't they get they sold Trafford, is that right?
Yeah,
Burnley's keeper went back to Man City, didn't he? James Trafford. Yeah. Anyway, listen, I think overall it's a good signing. I think he'll start, maybe not tomorrow, but I think he'll be starting come West Ham.
I don't think you're wrong there. Like, I don't know if there's that much urgency on these pre-season games now. I kind of mentally have written them all off because, well, quite frankly, we don't really need.
We're not writing up tomorrow's game because I'm gone. Tomorrow's a serious game, and I mean I know we're playing Real Betis and it's a big deal, like, but I hope he takes it seriously. I said this on the live stream the other day, Smithy. I hope he takes this game seriously. That play it like a proper match. Again, I'm maybe jumping ahead of myself. Let's talk about Xhaka.
Before we talk about Xhaka, I'm going to quickly jump in about tomorrow's game, which you'll have some very happy news of here. This is fantastic. The club announced about 2 hours ago that there is a 50% discount on all Carling and Madrid pints. All 50% off all drinks all day tomorrow.
Because it's fucking horrible. No one wants to drink it.
I mean, I'm pleased you said that, Al. Like, they're desperately trying to get shot of it. They're like, right. I mean,
no one who drinks Carling anymore? It's fucking horrible. Like, just change it. Put something like, I don't know, put a stout on or a bitter on for the older gentlemen. And then put like an IPA on, like, you know, for the younger people. No one drinks Carling unless you're living in Rovere Park in a sleeping bag.
I 100% agree with that. Like, Jen, like, who was drinking Carling? Even Madrid's not that grand. Like, in fact, I go as far to say it's shit. So, I mean, I'm happy. You know, if you drink Carling and you'll get the game tomorrow, buzzing, right? Because it's essentially buy one get one free on pints. But come on, they need to move. We had this conversation this time last year about changing the taps at the stadium. We did because we're like, do you remember? Because Vauxhall's got the like the deal with
the local brewery.
They turned out the old guy who's turned out the old guy and give it to Vauxhall's, and I was like, great, we might get fucking Sitter or something at the stadium. Have we? Fuck. Like Alan just said, they're pumping out the same beers that were being drunk 20 years or more again.
And I'm not going to go too much into it, but like outside of the executive, executive, what do you call it? Fucking posh bar.
Corporate.
The corporate section. That's it. The outside of the corporate section, I don't think the what do you call it? The common area has staff that actually the concourse. I don't think they'll have the staff that actually knows how to change a keg properly. So
no, they don't. Right. So the way they work it is there's one bloke per little doofer that can pull up, that is legally allowed to pull a pint and change kegs, and all the rest of them are like minimum wage teenagers who like literally pick up a pint that's been pulled by someone else and hand it to you, and that is it. That's all they're allowed to do. Like, and I appreciate it's a cost saving measure. I understand, but like, doesn't exactly scream.
Yeah, I mean, the standard of staff that they have in the kiosks is, is debatable. Sometimes they're all right, and sometimes they're fucking up the morons. But it's just the way it is. It's a low-paid job. There's probably kids, who are at uni or college doing it, and have got no interest in. But we can live with that customer service.
Yeah.
It's what you're giving us. You know what I mean? What I expect to see. When I go to the Queen's Bar or whatever, or go corporate, you can get Samsung on tap. So why can't I have Samsung on tap? Everywhere around the stadium. What's the problem? You know what I mean? Look, it's up to the club to sort that out. But we need to, we need to move away from that shit. And I don't know if it's going to be this season. If they're putting it on cheap, and are they trying to get people addicted to Carlin? Is that what they're doing?
I think it might be
give them extra Carlin.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get rid of it just before the season starts, and a new beer sponsor thing comes into place. I have no idea, but I just thought it was a good thing. If you're going out to the games, you're going to get half-price drinks.
I'd like to think that was the case, but genuinely, I can't say it. It'll be the same taps as we had last year, and the season before that, and the season before that.
Yeah. Well, I've yet to actually experience the new bars. Do you know where the old club shop was? I've not been in them. My last experience of going to the games and drinking at the club was the half-time pint was awful, but I just drank in the Hilton across the road. But it's just a nicer.
Exactly right. Even the fucking Hilton, mate. You could walk 100 yards, not even 100 yards out of the road, and get a significantly better selection.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe there's people sitting in who's had season tickets for 30 years going, "Oh, don't take my fucking Carlin offers." That'll ostracize an entire generation.
Bring back Holston pills.
There's loads of all the pubs are going to do well out of it. You know what I mean? Because people are going to go, "I'm not drinking in the stadium because there's not much selection and it's shit."
Well,
so the Colliery Tavern, Stables, Foxy's, Wee Chief, all these are better because they've probably got more to offer. So,
But you don't hear anyone I'm going to get to the stadium early. I'm going to have a couple of beers in the stadium before the game. No, everyone's like, "Oh, do you want to go to Foxy's?"
Mad rush, 15 minutes to get in before the start.
Exactly. No one wants to fucking get in and drink crap. Anyway, we've been on a mega tangent.
So no, I want to wrap it all up because Lee's bringing up some really good points. So the bar changes are all happening. You've got a construction site at the stadium at Light. And that brings me on to, pretty much every summer that we've had over the last couple of years has had some big world tour from major artists like Pink, Ed Sheeran, Bruce Springsteen. This season, this summer, there hasn't been one, has there? There's no big major world tour going there.
Yeah, but with this extended season, mate, with the playoffs, and I feel like that's the focus is the Premier League this season. So.
Yeah, which I think
that's probably not back burner.
But what I'm trying to say is not having some artist come in on the year has allowed the club to potentially just focus on making the venue better. Even down to just painting it.
Yeah, haven't they renamed one of the stands the Montgomery Stand or put up a new sign or something like that?
Yeah, they did that the other day. Jimmy Montgomery Stand. You went out and stood next to it. That stitch it up.
There you go, wheel them out again. Come on, Jimmy. Here we go again.
I have actually seen that promo video for that. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Where he's just like, I'm 82 now. Like my legacy is here, and I'm just like, it looks amazing. I'm happy that my legacy will live on in the stadium. And I guess like that to me is kind of sad, but also I don't know if he would deserve like a statue like Stoke outside, but he's definitely up there in club legends. He's definitely there.
Yeah, of course, he's a club legend. You know, like he essentially won us the FA Cup, didn't he? So, you know,
yeah.
I like the fact he's got a stand. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a good guy, and he's really good to talk to. Do you know what I mean? He's still got his foot and wit about him. Like, whenever I've had a chat with him, he's been sound. Like,
Oh, apparently there's Michelin chefs as well. Paul, are you involved in this knowledge that Lee's dropping here?
No, that's Lee.
Yeah,
Because
Lee is the Michelin chef. He's employed.
he's employed at the Stadium of Light, isn't he?
yeah, he works in hospitality.
Does he actually? Are you having me on? Yeah, you
No, he
having
actually
me on?
does. No, he actually does.
Right,
Yeah.
Does he?
right. Can you tell us what's going to be on tap then? Do you know what I mean? Or is that a secret?
No, he does say that Carling and Madry are used as cooking beers. I don't know what
as in people who were cooking the Korean chicken and roll over hot dogs are drinking them while they're doing it. Is that what he's saying?
Probably.
Man, I like rollovers, mate. Like, just.
No, you can use beer generally like for cooking stews and gravy-based dishes. So just adds that little bit.
Yeah, we are on some tangent here. Like, all right, refocus time, boys.
Okay. Paul, what's your thoughts on Roofs? I know you said
I'm actually pleased with.
Yeah.
I'm pleased with Colin.
Yeah.
The club always wanted another goalkeeper.
All right.
The goalkeepers turned us down, but we got one accepted.
Yeah. There was something I was going to add on about the goalkeepers being swapped around a bit. I don't know how do I put this lightly. Like if Simon Moore's going to stick around with us, the fact that he's I think now essentially third string. Blondie's going to drop back into the academy and step up into the first team when when that's ready. So it's just like, what's Simon Moore's point being at the club now? And if I was him, like from a personal perspective, like my employer's clearly just brought in more people to get rid of me. Like, why am I sticking around for this?
Well, why Moore there? Why not? Why are you saying Moore there and why not Blondie? Do you know what I mean?
Age.
I think Blondie's still going to be kicking around the 21s, isn't he?
Yeah, that's purely.
Okay, but then if you're Moore though, like he's obviously got a wealth of experience, so you probably don't want to move on. You probably want to keep him around, right? You're meant to be playing him every starting.
He just seems to be the keeper that seems to be in the background. I think I like how he's a good shot stopper, but he's got the same or similar issues as Pato. He doesn't really command his back line that well. You got to look like when he was sold from Man U, it was because a big multi-million new keeper came in place. Like it's not a thing he's unused to. It's just what's his natural level, and is he too much of a big money ticket versus what he actually provides?
He can't be on a lot of dollar. Come on.
Oh, he was like £2 million. It was £2 million or something like that, wasn't it?
No, but like that money's been and gone, mate. I'm talking about like day to day. Like, what's his wages? Come on, it can't be a lot.
No,
for a third fourth keeper. Come on, you might as well keep him around.
Look, if he moves on, he moves on. But he knows now that he's pushed down to third.
Yeah.
Because when Pato comes back, he's going to be behind him. So, if he moves on, he moves on. That means we've got Pato Robin and Blondie. So if he moves on, he moves on. I've got no opinion on it. Like either way, like it's just one of them things. It's natural wastage to get it every season. The thing is, I thought we'd push more people out the door by now. We've still got people kicking around on the books that are like, "Come on, you need to move on now." I don't want this situation where they're clinging on and squeezing the club because they're on a good thing and they're going to have to drop down. We need to be a little bit more ruthless. Do you know what I mean? It's just to shove them like, right, okay, come on you go.
I'll give you a few names of that.
Oh, there's a few. I mean, like that.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, no,
Harry Roberts is number one.
Nah, I'd keep Patrick, right? I'd keep. Look, coming off the bench, Patrick. Proved it in the playoff.
I mean, he did do it in the playoff final. He did.
Yeah,
all right.
And that's what I mean. He can do something now and then, right? And that might be the key to win games or get a draw. You never know. So for Patrick, if he stayed, I'd be like, fair enough. You know what I mean? I think he's earned that right. But there's people you've mentioned there, like David Barr. You know what I mean? All these.
I was just scrolling through our team here, right? Here's some names, right? Ready? Timothy Pembele.
He'll go.
Jay Matete. Still on the books.
Yeah.
Pervader.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say this out loud, but Royson, just not good enough. Semedo, never been good enough. Like, there's five players there, right? That we should be out the door. Like we have a big squad now. We've signed fucking 10 blokes or 9 blokes, whatever it is.
Yeah, we've pretty much got a new first team squad with our current one being there as a bit more competitive. So we have talked quite a lot about this keeper situation. So I'm going to move on to the Xhaka signing now. I want to get Paul's opinion on it first and foremost. What do you think is going to happen with our current CDM, Dan Neil, and captain, now that Xhaka has been officially announced as the future captain of Sunderland? And Matty Blam, Sheriff Crouchy.
Yes, Crouchy lad.
Yeah, you owe 17 quid. I'll see you later on.
Yeah, get you a couple of fights tomorrow, mate. I'm going to air hold for Crouchy.
Lenny's also just asked about what about Dan Neil, Brown, and Alexic in that middle of the park, and Roberts off the bench is more effective.
Yeah, right. I want to make this point. Alexic, in the last couple of games, I said this the other day. I think he's shown a bit. He has got something there, so I'd keep him. If Neil went or Brown went, I wouldn't. Maybe with Neil, I'd be like, that's a shame. But if he went, he went. And Brown, if he went, I'd be like, yeah, on you go. You've got to be ruthless. We're in the Premier League now. There's no sentimentality. You've got to look at it and go, right, let's be realistic about the standard of these players and what they're going to offer to Sunderland. You know what I mean? There's no malice there. It's just business.
I agree with what you say. I don't think Daniel will go. I think we'll need him as an option in the centre of the park. Yeah. And I think especially in the AFCON era and the FA Cups and the Carling Cups and whatever else has gone on, like you're gonna need some players in the centre of the park, and Daniel's for me one of them. Now, Brown on the other hand, like if he went to Mora on a free, I wouldn't be too cut up about it. But he's got a year left in his contract. I cannot see him leaving. I just think he'll hang around until he's a free agent. Like, and is that really a bad thing to have like a little bit of a bigger squad? Like Brown, I could. There's worse players to bring on than Brown.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. And sorry, Paul, go for it, mate.
Xhaka.
It was Dan Neil. Wages has told Dan Neil to actually step it up in training. Because as you guys can tell, yeah, he has. He was actually asked why Daniel's not starting. Apparently he's not been good in training, so Wages has told him to step it up.
Well, I think if you're Dan Neil, right, you're thinking you are the captain. If you're the captain, you're starting every game, right? And all of a sudden, he's brought in Diarra, and Dan Neil's probably thinking, okay, I've got a new bloke to play alongside. His job's gone. this Diarra might be R8, and all of a sudden the Xhaka situation starts creeping up. He's like, hang on a second, he's another bloke. He's going to be playing in my position. You don't pay 30 million quid for Diarra and buy a FA Cup and Bundesliga winner to sit him on the bench. Like he's gone from starting every game to essentially being like a 80th minute sub, innit? Like,
I want to make another comparison. Right.
Go for it.
Man U have struggled over, well, obviously since Alex left. Do you remember when there was a bit of a player mafia? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
things started to get bad and toxic. The players haven't got the right to say, say Dan Neil or whoever. Yeah, I was here when I've been from League One up to the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
This is my club. No one is bigger than the club, right? No one. And if it's time to go, it's time to go. So I like the fact that Regis is saying that, hey mate, you need to step your game up or you're not getting on the pitch. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? I love that about him. You've got to be ruthless, and otherwise we'll end up in a situation where players run the club. We've had that before.
I 100% agree with you, mate. Like, I do like our current approach of bringing in more professional style players. The only thing and caveat I want to asterisk in there is we are still odds-on favourite to go down, so we can't just completely get these 20 million players plus and guarantee them first-team football and then let all of our other players who've helped us get into the Premier League rot in the background. I think they need Premier League game time. I think they need to be a little bit rewarded in that. It might be 15 minutes at the end of each game or something like that just to get them up to that Premier League standard. But bringing in the likes of Xhaka to replace Dan Neil is a huge cultural shift. You've gone from local lad, local person, been basically supporting the club, proven supporter of the club from the age of 6, something like that, through to bringing us back into the Premier League. To then, obviously, I rate the Xhaka signing. I think he is a natural leader, and I think Dan Neil is a championship level leader. So I get that we're bringing that in for the culture change, but you also got to be mindful. If we do go back down, these players that we've signed, the big money signings, will have relegation clauses in there where they can leave for easy money, and we've got to go back to that championship squad. So it's a cultural balance that we need to do. If we survive, but this sentiment I'm making now is completely pointless, but it's just a thing in the back of my head. If we do go back down, all these players will be scorned.
It's a good point. I think you do have to keep them happy to an extent, but I think not at the cost of the club and of like I say, come on, if you any gaffer, if you got your choice of Diarra, Xhaka and Dan Neil, right? Dan Neil is leagues below the other two, right? Isn't he?
Yeah.
And this might be we're focusing on Dan Neil here. This is not just a Dan Neil situation. This is happening all over the park, right?
Yeah, because we've got 10 people in there, haven't we? So yeah,
exactly right. Left back, right wing, left wing, forward. Not so much the forwards because it looks like we're sticking with Mander and Wilson, but pretty much everywhere else in the park, this situation's ongoing, right? I just think I wouldn't like Dan Neil to leave. I'd like him to stay. I'd like him to learn.
Mm-hmm.
On
like I said, if he stays, he stays.
On Xhaka, I think I said in the chat earlier on, Smithy, I think it's probably the most significant signing we've made in a decade. Maybe even longer than that. We've got in, not just on loan, by the way, physically fucking brought in a proven winner. He's done it everywhere. Done it at Arsenal. Manager after manager picked him. Yeah, he fell out with Emery or whatever, but all right. He is a winner and a leader, and that's exactly the sort of player that you need to survive in the Premier League. Fact. That is a fact. if you like,
100%.
if you were a Leeds fan or you're a Burnley fan, you're looking thinking, fucking hell, why couldn't we get him for Xhaka? He's gone to Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? Like, even not even them, even like probably all the teams in the bottom half of the league are thinking, like, if you're an Everton player, oh, why couldn't we get Xhaka? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a good.
Everton, by the
great
way,
signing.
fucking Everton, by the way, they haven't signed anyone.
Because you can't afford to, mate. You can't afford to.
Financially restricted, aren't they?
Keane was fucking playing centre back.
With
I
Everton,
thought he retired.
their hands are tied because of the new stadium signing. I think they're 2 seasons off doing a strong recruitment drive again. But this is not the Everton show. It'd be funny if they do. Well, West Ham were close to it when they took over the stadium from the Olympic Park. The new stadium takes priority for the finances for two free seasons, and that's where Everton are at. And I think the difference between them is, sorry, I'm finished point off there. The difference between Everton is they've been hovering around that relegation zone. The benefit from, I guess, the way the current football system is, the 3 teams that are going up are going down typically. I think we're breaking the mould, and I think we're breaking the mould in the Nottingham Forest style. So I do think this is the season where at least one of the teams going up is staying up, and I'm going to say we're edging ahead of the chances of Leeds staying up as well.
I think we're ahead of Burnley. I think we're ahead of Leeds. We're going to go find one other team to be ahead of.
I think it's Everton.
Listen, my point I was going to make.
Wolves.
It could be, yeah. Wolves, yeah. Brentford, yeah. Okay, we talked about this. My point is, you mentioned West Ham there, right? Okay, so I was saying like any team in the bottom half is probably going to want Xhaka, right? Mm-hmm. I know that the years didn't quite work out, but Declan Rice left when Arsenal for big money. You're telling me that West Ham wouldn't have replaced him with Xhaka? Of course they would. Of course they would. Like, you know, look at any other squad down there. Fulham would take him. They finished top half last season. Like, he's a big signing. And it proves that we're not fucking around here. Like, I know we spent a lot of money, but like now we're signing a fucking very, very, very good player.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. Well, I'm not saying we're missing, but I think when I was talking about Miendo and Wilson, like I just hope that one of them hits the ground running. It's probably going to be Miendo who starts. You know what I mean? He's looked right in pre-season. He hasn't scored. And he's running by himself there. I just hope he hits the ground running. You know what I mean? And because scoring goals is difficult in the league, you know. So that's my first point. Secondly, centre half. I still think we need a centre half. Like, Ballard can't do it by himself. I'm not really totally convinced on Celt. Like, although he has played okay, but I just think. If we go back to the full game where he made wholesale changes and the fucking people he brought on weren't good enough, you know what I mean? I just think we need a centre half just to make this transfer window, and you know it's been brilliant so far. But just that cherry on top would be the centre half for me.
Well, we've signed 9 players. Can we make it 10 out of 10?
Yeah. I agree with you. I said in the chat, like I think we're short of, like, if we sign a centre half, decent centre half, like I'd rate this transfer window fucking 10 out of 10. Like, I think that's what we're missing. Like, I think Ballard is a shoe-in. I don't want to see. It's not that I dislike him, right? I don't want to see 09 centre half. I think he'd be a bit of a liability. Like.
Yeah,
and I don't want to see Sealed. He's played all right in pre-season, but 1, he's injury prone, and 2, I haven't seen him do it in the Premier League. So for me, I think we need to sign a centre half who's been there and done that in the Premier League. Like, whether that's an FM or whether that's someone else, who knows?
I think, to be fair, mate, none of our squad still, even with these big money signings, is proven in the Premier League yet. You obviously Xhaka and Adingra, but. Beyond that, that's
what it means. So there you go. We've got a forward.
We've
got a centre half. Forward, centre mid. Now we need someone in the back line as well.
Bishop's played in the Prem for a couple of minutes here and there. Roberts has played in the Prem for a couple of minutes here and there. So we do have players who've gotten, what is it called, like FPL points in their careers. But like, It's some for most of it, it's like years and years ago and irrelevant.
There's a difference between coming on for 3 minutes at the end of a game and playing 30 games in the season.
Oh yeah, I know, but like, yeah, it's just you can't really say with these players needing to have like. I think Sealed is a good option, like on paper. Maybe if we signed him this season, we'd be a bit more excited about him. There's
I know he's young as well. Like maybe we're being harsh on him. He is young. He's only 20.
Yeah, I'm not saying, you know what I mean. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's like, you know.
Was it Ajax we got him from?
Can't remember. I just
been
think,
a while.
you know, he's a bench option. You know what I mean? I wouldn't start him if he had a preferred centre half. Like brought one in, you know, that's what I prefer. But the crew spent a lot of money. You can't argue with the commitment and what they've done. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I feel like you know, we've all said that is the sort of missing bit of the puzzle, and
yeah,
you know, it'll give us a better chance of survival. You know what I mean? In tight games.
100%. 100%.
Well, it was PSV, by the way, that we did steal from.
So I think we'll bring in 2 centre backs.
There is a back and forth with Acacia, Bong, and Laney just around that. Anytime I mention Bong.
I don't think we'll get 2 centre halves, mate. Like
I think one's enough.
I don't know whether 1-2 centre halves. Like you're going to play Ballard. I believe Ballard. I've said it for a while. I believe Ballard's good enough to play in the Premier League. If we didn't get promoted last season, I could have seen him leaving to go to a Premier League squad. Do you know what I mean? I think he's got in him to play in the Premier League, but I'm not so sure about the guy playing alongside him. For me, I think we need 1 centre half. 2's probably pushing it a little bit. At least 1. And even if it's like, I know I just mentioned him, but even if it's Meffin back on loan or on a short-term deal, that to me feels a better situation than the one we're in right now.
We need a 6'2" brick house basically to try and.
Listen, the way we're going to play is we don't need a fucking ball playing centre half. We don't need someone who can like dribble the ball like
We need a tank.
2/3 of the way to the pitch. We need a fucking massive unit at the back and get his head on shit.
Yeah.
Like,
we need Ballard too. We need his clone. I'm going to call this comment out because I think it's brought up a really solid question, and I am in the same boat as Lainey here. Right? He said, I don't know your gender. I never wanted Henderson back, so I'm so pleased the club was never actually interested, especially when you look at Xhaka. He is by far a level above. Henderson for me was always it feels more nostalgia than necessity. He's clearly done it, and it does bring that Ajax link with Seals back into it as well. But Xhaka is a better, clearer choice longer term than Hendo, and when you're looking at the rumour mill and people going, Hendo's going to bring that Premier League quality to us. Like you said, Xhaka's probably more of that natural leader, right?
Tell you what else about I agree with what you're saying, mate, and I agree with whoever it was on the comments there. Pleased we didn't go in for Hendo because the Xhaka and Diarra situation is better than that, in my opinion. I was a bit blinded. I did think the stars were aligning that Hendo would come back, but for whatever reason it didn't happen, and that's fine. What I would say about Xhaka, he brings balance as well, doesn't he? He brings a lot of balance because, like, he's a left-footed player, isn't he? So I've seen him score absolute worldie against Newcastle. He scored a worldie free kick against Newcastle. So there's balance in the squad, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've got Diarra on the right. You've got Xhaka on the left.
Yeah.
And if you had Hendo, that's not the same.
No, but he is that more physical, bigger cover for the centre half that you might have mentioned. But I 100% agree. It is the better option. I'm going to absolutely say categorically hell no to Lee's comment here. To the second part of the comment. So he says 2 solid centre halves who can defend will be solid is needed. Agreed. But then he says we need to spend big for defenders. Someone with experience who's a tough guy like Maguire.
God,
No, thank you.
how do we end
I need to find the appropriate sound for this.
Fucking hell. Who's that? Maguire?
Maguire's not it, mate.
No, mate.
Sorry,
fucking not.
sorry, Lee, but Maguire is just not it. We don't want 50
He's
pence.
fucking baggage.
We can get Maguire.
No, the
I
only reason,
don't want him.
I'm
The only
passing
reason
in.
he
I've got
fucking-
2 fucking knees, man.
the only reason he cleared all them games for money was because the amount of money they paid for him.
They wouldn't drop.
80 million. Unbelievable. He's rubbish.
He is crap, like.
He is rubbish. And people try and justify it because of the price. He's crap, mate. I wouldn't have him in the Sunderland team. Crap. He's like, yeah, okay, he can head a ball, but when that ball's at his feet, mate, it's panic stations.
Well, he's just said Harry Maguire is an aerial threat and potential to stop Man U getting relegated.
He's a fucking threat to his own team, him. Jesus.
I seen him kick Paul Pogba in the head. Did you ever see that clip?
I think he's got a good point overall in that we do need solid centre halves, but Harry Maguire has never been it.
Harry Maguire is not that man.
Like if you mentioned maybe John Stones or somebody like that, maybe, but not 50 pence head, mate.
Stones.
But yeah. Is there anybody on the market, or are we just going to like be surprised by definitely going, who's that? But then you watch his highlights and go, oh, fucking yes, that's exactly who we need.
Who would I have? Come back to us on that.
Because you're saying they have to have Premier League experience, so there's your market to look
I'd
at.
like it. I'd like it. Yeah.
It'll probably be a name that'll probably come out and be like, where did we get him from?
Yeah. Where do you reckon it's going to be? Like the Dutch league again, or the Belgian league? Or...
I tell you what,
Go on.
Conor Cody.
I thought
Someone like that.
I thought you were going to say Conor McGregor for some reason.
I'd rather have Conor McGregor than Harry Maguire.
Let's face it, he's going to be a unit and he's not going to be broken past that often, is he? He's just going to swing a punch on everybody.
Didn't Conor Cody sign for Wrexham? I'm pretty sure he signed for Wrexham.
Is he signed for Wrexham? Like the likes of that, he's got a lot of Premier League experience. He's steady. You know what I mean? He's not like amazing, but he'd fill that all great. You know what I mean? Or bring Metham back.
That'd be my. I mean, I'm not going to say first choice, but like, it seems like the logical thing to do. You know, he's obviously got some chemistry with the squad. He played very well for us last season. Like, I feel like that is. If I was the top brass and I was looking at someone and I couldn't maybe find someone from Europe, he'd be exactly the sort of player I'd go for. Exactly, you know.
Do you
get him back?
I'm going to go on a little mini side tangent here. Do you think Xhaka coming to the club attracts that next level of player that we might be looking at then? Like for that centre back room,
Absolutely.
So if we were looking for a centre back 3 weeks ago, somebody would have said no. But now that Xhaka's there, they're like, there's clearly something fucking going on at this club. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Absolutely. Of course, that's the case. You know, if you see players committing and being sold on the for want of a better term, the project, like, of course, you want to be part of that. You're seeing the club spend big. You're seeing that there's obviously a lot of ambition there. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? When you and you look at, like, down the road at, like, I mean, I haven't been following Leeds or Burnley's transfer business that closely, but
I mean, you
know what I mean?
Sorry, you have definitely been watching Leeds transfer business because they've all come to our fucking club. Every single player that they've been rumoured with has come to us.
Well,
it's actually embarrassing. They've gone.
Are they rumoured for a centre back yet? Then
I don't know. Keep an eye on the Leeds rumour mill, and that's where we get them from.
Just send the link to the club.
Yeah, that's it. Right, sorry, go on, Andy.
That was my point, really. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think if you're looking at ambitious clubs and you want to be part of something, you know, again, I'm going to use the word project. I don't really like it, but like a project that's ambitious and like willing to be, you know, get out there and do stuff. you're not going to look at Leeds and be like, oh, I can't Leeds. Or you're not going to look at like
Mm.
Wolves and be like, I can't Wolves. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I was looking from the outside in, I'd think, okay, something's happening here. I might want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you look at tomorrow, I'd like to see no wholesale changes, especially in the second half. And it's like I want to see starting lineups. Are we sort of going to look at the start of the season? Do you know what I mean? I guess someone not up to fitness, I understand that, but I'd like the majority of the starters to start. And if there's any changes to be made, either tactical or, you know what I mean, 20 minutes from the end or something, whatever.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to see if Xhaka doesn't start is Dan Neil's step up. Because I think this is basically Dan Neil's final chance to prove himself as the viable option to replace him if he's not around. So I think
this might sound harsh. I think he's had 5 efforts a day in that and he hasn't done it.
Yeah, but there's I agree. Like I think there's a lot of the players that have done that as well. But to me, it's more now that this impact, this change, this kick the arse is there. Will it actually make him step up, or will he sink into the seat? You don't. I'd like to see how that reaction comes out
mate,
on the pitch.
If he if he tomorrow, if he starts, right, which he might start. To be fair, Xhaka's probably not going to start, right? If he scored 2 goals and got an assist tomorrow, he still wouldn't start the first game of the season because you're not gonna not play Xhaka and you're not gonna not play Diarra. It's a fact. Like I don't think he could, like I say, he could play as well or as poorly as you want tomorrow. He'll still be on the bench first day of the season.
Yeah,
that reason is the reason I want him to take it seriously and play the fucking first 11. Give them 70 minutes, 80 minutes run out. Like we've had our time messing around with X, Y, and Z. Now it's time to fucking focus on. You said it yourself, Smithy, not that long ago. We're only 2 weeks out from the start of the season. Now's the time to start taking it serious.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you not think it's looking at like the players who we had from League One who took us to the Premier League? The standards between League One and the Championship isn't massive. Do you think
it's not as big of a jump as from the Championship?
No, the jump,
League.
yeah. So
the jump's massive.
They've managed to stay in the squad. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Good point. Like, obviously, I think from our promotion with Alex Neil in charge, the squad there has completely changed. I don't know why Ross Stewart's coming into my head there, but even there is some talent up and down this league that we can look at that could potentially bridge. Even though there's that talent pool that you can look at and go, there's a centre back there that could do really well. I can't really pick anybody in the, let's say, the first string of everybody's starting 11 that I'd like to say, we definitely need that player as our new centre back going forward. So I do think for our centre back options, we're looking outside of the English system. It just there's not maybe. I genuinely can't think of anybody that's suitable for our squad. Somebody that'll fit in with Ballard.
As much as I don't want that to be true, I think you're right. Unless Meffam's going to come in on a short-term deal, right? I can't think of anyone else. Why would another Premier League club want to sell an asset to a rival? Okay, so for that reason alone, pretty much. You're probably not going to, unless you're going to pay silly money, which we have paid a lot of money already. So
yeah,
you're probably looking at someone from Europe, right?
Yeah,
probably. I'd like to see some Premier League experience, so that's why I keep coming back to Meffam as being like a real solid option.
Yeah,
I tell you about 09 as well. Just before we move on, I know 09, and he's sort of made centre half his own, I guess, and we are. I've said it a few times. I'd like to see him back in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Is
He's
it a
not getting in
case
there
of no, but he's not. But he's I don't know if he's at the age where he can't. He's 30, like, you know what I mean. But he needs to be looking at Xhaka and how Xhaka plays, because I feel like that is the only position that he's ever going to fill. Do you know what I mean? Like, and if Luke's in there and he can do a job in there, which I've always said he'd be a better CDM and he would be a centre half, but he's just managed to sort of make that his own. So if he was going to come on and do anything for 09, I feel like it'd be there.
Yeah.
Tell you what I would say about 09 is he's a very good utility player. Like if Trey Jungan's down injured, he'll fill in right back.
I think he has a lot more culture to the club than a lot of other people that I think goes under the radar as well. Like he's just a positive attitude kind of person, and it's infectious.
I think he's a great asset to the club. Like I say, I can't see him starting, but he's a great utility player.
I'd definitely keep one. He's for him. He's earned the right to have a go at the Premier League. Whereas with some of the others, I'd be like, see you later.
He just has to be careful with VAR. That's the only thing.
VAR and his shoulder, mate. I mean, like, the Premier League is so physical. He's going to get, like, if he's a centre back, he's going to get his arm ripped out. Like, literally, some of the Premier League strikers are going to fucking rip his arm off. It's like,
mate, they don't get away with it in the Premier League. I used to, mate. Like Paul touched on there. VAR, VAR one will have 09's life.
Yeah.
But he won't get kicked around the same way he did in the Championship.
I'm just, for some reason, I'm just imagining a corner coming in against Man City, Haaland just dragging his arm, and his arm just literally fucking falls off. Like, it's it's a very vivid visual, but like it's I can't see some of the strikers in the Premier League just putting up with some of the bullshit that Luke 09 does.
He won't get away with it though, and I think like if he is on the pitch, I'd hope someone in management or in the coaching staff has enough about them to be like, Luke, you cannot play in the same way as you played last season. You will be caught out time and time again.
Yeah. So I think they're very switched on to that. They're clearly switched on to what's required of the Premier League with this signing in these windows. I'm going to call out because Acacia, Laney, Bong and Lee have all been chatting about various centre-backs that could come into it. And they've mentioned Chris Meffam quite a bit, and they've mentioned Bakumi. Obviously, two very, I'd say, more senior side of players as options there. It does make that a bit more affordable, I guess, but I think we're in a season where affordability is. We'll find out. We'll buy the expensive house and find out what the debt is later. Like, I don't think money's going to be an issue. So I think if we're looking on the market for centre backs, I don't think we're restricted by cash flow. I think we might even look in a little bit more in the first French league at the centre backs after like Marseille or. I wouldn't say PSG, but like Marseille, Montpellier, Nice, Lyon, that kind of. We're looking at them kind of centre backs that can be in Champions League / Europa League and compete with Sealed for that second centre back position.
I was going to say, KLD might know some centre backs as well. You know, for the club he was, his father was at.
KLD can probably play centre half. Get him on.
Well, he can because he was the one that brought Granit Xhaka over.
There you go.
Here's a question from Bong, and I don't know the answer to this, which is very nerdy. He says, that's the thing, Anth. We do still have to sell before we bolster the defence. How many players do we have to sell for our first team squad?
I'm not sure we have to sell, but there's going to come a point where you've got to name your squad and you've only got a certain amount of players who can be in that. I don't think financial fair play is nipping out our heels just yet. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of. I mean, there's going to be approximately 10 players who are going to be upset that they're not in the squad, right?
Mm-hmm. Is it 28? your name. Is that right?
I can't
20,
remember the
20
exact.
25, I think.
25.
Mate, it's got to be more than 25.
It's 25. I'm pretty sure I saw 20 and 25 flying around. That's why.
Well, I kind of get
Okay, so however many players, right? Yeah, so you've got what the point stands, right? You've got a limited number of players that you can name,
Mhm.
and there's going to be an amount of players outside of that won't be playing.
So I kind of get Lord Burnley's already named their squad for the Premier League. We haven't.
Because Burnley are done. Burnley are not putting any more money in, right? They've got their new keeper. Who was their new keeper? Was it so they sold Trafford and they got someone else in?
Imagine if it was Lee Camp.
I think Lee Camp's had enough shout outs today. Do you know what I mean?
No, sorry, I'm going to shout out another funny goalkeeper signing, which I think is an absolute downstep. Ramsdale going to the Mags.
On loan.
Like that to me is a downstep. Just for their ambition or whatever you call it. That's where I think our difference between signing Roofs versus Ramsdale comes in. We are looking at somebody for the future. They're looking for somebody to bridge a downfall.
You mentioned that
Burnley haven't replaced Trafford yet.
Video on Newcastle.
Okay.
There was a Newcastle fan on the radio earlier. They've got 5 goalkeepers in that squad.
Why? So we're approaching that level,
We've
aren't we?
got 5.
Yeah.
We've got 5. Just one of them's out on loan.
Oh, here's a player that I've not seen. Thank you, Acacia. We rejected an offer from Derby County for Triantis the other day. Triantis has not been mentioned at all throughout this entire podcast so far. Where does he fit? Where does he fit into it? Is he one of those I think he's definitely one of those players we keep in the squad, or we sell to Hibs.
To answer your question again brutally, I don't think he fits in the squad at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's been missing the past 2 seasons out on loan. Like, why would we bring him back in now?
I mean, he's another one, like we mentioned, the list of people who we're looking at offload, like, so. Yeah.
Here's Lee's mini list: Abdullah Bar, Triantis, Matete, and Hemia.
Right.
I think Hemia's still just on the cusp of we can just put him in the academy, so he doesn't have to be a first team named player. The fact that he's our fucking number 9 is wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him moved on. To be honest, like I'm a bit.
He probably gets sold.
I hope so. Like he came, he did bits in the Portuguese. I understand, but like he didn't do it in the Championship. He's not going to do it in the Premier League. Like this time to all right, okay, give it a shot. It hasn't worked out. See you later.
Yeah. So, is there a mass offloading towards the end of the window coming? Or
I can see a lot of players going out on loan. I don't know about offloading. I don't know whether people are going to come in later on to buy these sort of players. I can see
the Championship. The Championship might be right for it though.
Yeah, man. I can see the transfer window closing, and then the loan market being significant in terms of like getting some of these players out.
I know there's one club definitely in the Championship that will be desperate for players on loan.
Go on.
Sheffield Wednesday. They can't pay
them, mate.
They can't pay the players. They've got, I think I read they've got 14 players, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have enough players to. They couldn't fulfill their pre-season fixture because they only had 14 total players, right? And then since then, more players have said they're going to leave because I think I was reading if you don't get paid 2 consecutive months in a row,
you can
essentially say you can leave. Go as a free agent, you can leave. And that's what a lot of the players have done already. They've lost the manager. They've lost probably half the squad or more. Probably more is going to leave. I'd genuinely be surprised if they can like field anyone on the opening day of the season.
Let's get Barry Fallon in for shits and gigs.
Not that prick. Fucking hell.
I mean, I'd much prefer Barry Bannon over
Can he play
fucking
centre half, can
James McLean, you know. Fucking, yeah, anyways.
No, Sheffield got any decent players that, you know,
They've got 14 players, mate. No, they've got nobody. They've got nobody now.
Is anyone
They've all
left?
got
Anyone
on
who's
strike.
half decent was sold, mate.
Right.
I don't think that. No, I think that they were clearly a bottom half championship team. I don't think we would want any of them, mate. Not one of them.
Yeah, right, the thing I hate seeing clubs in that position. We've nearly been there. I'm not saying we were there, but there's times when I thought, fucking hell, we're in this shit here. Morecambe's in the position now. I think Morecambe's very, you know what I mean, administration. So it's the town or city and the fans that suffer, you know what I mean, through bad mismanagement. So, you know, I suppose we count all blessings.
Oh, you got to look at Wimbledon as well, and
I agree with
Oldham.
I agree with that sentiment. It's horrible to say, and the Chef Wed fans have been like protesting this guy for some time now. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
It's not just the club and the fans. It's the people in and around the club, the staff, the physios, the chefs, the bus drivers. All are going to lose a job. You know what I mean? It's grim.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I hope they get sold to someone who's fiscally responsible.
Chansiri is just a fucking chancer, and I don't get like how he passed any of the tests. But to be fair, there's so many not Premier League managers. There's so many club owners that are very suspect in that how they pass a validity test is fucking beyond me. And
who are we going to get? Sorry to jump in. The maniac who had big hair.
Oh yeah,
they were motor racing.
Sorry,
is that him?
It was Story, yeah.
Was it Story?
Yeah, William Story.
I'm
surprised he hasn't gone in.
Yeah, he's probably tweeting right now saying he'll buy him for £1.
He'll sponsor some.
Absolute chance of that guy. Like he's got all this big profile online, but like nothing real.
My camera's froze.
and it's a beautiful position you've frozen in there, mate. Oh, you've got it.
It's like no one knows how he's made his money. Is that right?
Yeah. He's like a fucking enigma. Like he's no one's really sure whether he's actually got anybody or he's just like some fucking maniac on the internet pretending.
So he's a bit like Jeffrey Epstein in that sort of sentiment. He's
release the files.
No one knew how he made his money, so similar.
Fucking hell. What are we on today? What are we on today?
We're on a ramble, mate. We are really on it. We're meandering through life. I am going to add in the final point around club owners. The one I really don't think should be a club owner at all is at Hull City. Hull City's current owners just basically buy and sell from the Turkish league, and there's no like kind of recourse on that. What do you call it? It looks like financial manipulation, and it just seems fucking wrong. But yeah. If Hull go down to League One and further, I'm more than happy for that. By the Tigers.
Oh yeah, we played them last week. I forgot about that.
Yeah, William Story still cutting around.
Is he? What's he doing? Is he treating Chef Wed? At Chef Wed, I'll buy you.
No, he's selling rich energy drink.
Come on.
Oh, that's Chef Wed's new sponsor then.
Yeah. Rich energy drink. I'm gonna give it a Google. Rich energy.
I'm pretty sure. Have you ever seen the brand P Star SSY? I'm pretty sure that's part of it.
Right, I got Rich Energy is a British beverage brand that was founded in 2015 by William Story and an anonymous Austrian scientist. If that doesn't sound a bit dodgy, come on now.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, dear me.
At least it's not an Austrian painter, right?
And then
Not gonna lie.
Oh, Jesus.
Lee says, not gonna lie, but Sheffield Wednesday, what's happening can't help but feel bad for a club who was so big. If it happened to Wrexham, I don't give a fuck. Well, that's funny. That's funny. Right. What else? We haven't talked about Gooey.
I don't know enough about him. Like I say, the most I know, I didn't even know how to pronounce his name until the other day. Like, I think he got a few minutes in the Premier League last season, didn't he? Like, he's had a run out last year, but outside of that,
he's a Barcelona academy prospect.
I don't know anything about him. I don't know what sort of striker he is. Is he like a Wilson? Is he like a Mienda? Is he neither of those? And he brings something completely different? I don't know anything about him. Plus, he's only 19, right? So
he's short as well. He is pretty short. So he's more, I'd say, like play style wise, from what I've seen. Obviously, he's very early in his career, and there's a lot of development to go around there. But I'd say it's more like a Sterling style of striker. He'll cut through the lines. And I know, like Sterling, I'm not saying that he is Sterling. I'm saying he's more like a Sterling style. Bong, perfectly. He's like a number 9. He's a number 9 style striker. He's not going to be like the target man, but he will. If he steps up, he could be like Kevin Phillips. Could be.
Listen, he's a good option, isn't he? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we essentially have 2 strikers. We've got I was going to say Royce there, lol. We've got Mienda and we've got Wilson, right? So, who else could we possibly get in that has a little bit of Premier League experience? Okay, this guy, Gooey. Fine. I don't think he's going to be starting games. Put it that way.
Well, look, let's see. I can't pass judgment until, like I said, I'll wait till the first 3 games before I figure out who's who. You know what I mean? Because it's pre-season, and it's just a fucking, it's a fitness exercise, really, isn't it? So
yeah,
wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, do we need to talk about pre-season? We've kind of covered it already. Like, pretty grim.
It has been pretty grim. I'm going to look forward to just the pre-season being over. I can't. The transfer window has been unreal, but the games off the back of it have been proper dog shit. Like I think, like, just the drive. Like, what I'd like to see from a pre-season game. Obviously, there's the narrative of it's about fitness, it's about game time, it's about trying tactics, and all that bullshit. And it's not competitive. You don't want to get injured. But for me, I'd like to see players proving their position. And with this window being how it's been unfolding, I can't see anybody other than like pretty much everybody who's new that's come into the club starting in that West Ham game. Like Ballard and Seal out of necessity. I can see Hume starting over Reinildo, sorry. But
Reinildo's a left back. He'll be playing right back.
Reinildo's a left back.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. And
Reinildo will be starting. Like 100% believe he'll be starting left back.
And I think Mienda or Wilson up front. But other than that, everybody who's signed for the club will be starting. Generally, I can even now that pattern's changed and everybody's been on the pitch in goal for us in pre-season so far. I can't see them being in the Premier League first team squad, which is really, really bizarre. So it makes the point again. What's the point of these pre-season games? Because it's not benefiting anything. Like, we're not seeing anything that's new play style wise. The guys are not playing with the team that they're going to be playing with week in, week out. It just seems like a fuck around and make a little bit of money.
Okay. So a few points there, right? First point, what's the point of them? Yeah, I mean, we've played a lot of preseason games, so I'm not sure whether I agree with that totally. Number 2, the players that you've bought in, I like to see them get minutes together. Like, and I'm going back to the first 2 games. In the first half of those first 2 games, were essentially our first 11 were playing, or very close to our first 11 were playing. We looked really good. We played it really well through the middle. There was some fancy triangles and flicks around the corner here and there. I think Adringa's looked pretty good. Like, I think the forwards have looked good. I know Wilson scored. early on, but Meander hasn't. Like, I still think they've looked all right. But it's literally night and day between that 11 and the second 11. Like, and this is what I keep coming back to. We've done that now. Like, we don't need to do that anymore. Like, I don't want to see that happen anymore. Like, I want to play it a bit more seriously. Yeah, don't get injured. Don't fucking pull your hammy and be out till Christmas. Don't do that. That's silly. But at least take it a little bit more serious. And I'm not even talking to the players here. I'm talking to management. Like, I want to see. For me, I want to see him tomorrow again out and be like, "This is a real game. I'm going to play these guys for 70 minutes. I'm going to play this guy. I'm going to bring him on after 80 minutes, whatever it is. If we need a goal, we're going to throw two up front. I'm not going to put Abdullahi on up front by himself in the second half. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what these preseason games for me has done is really separated out who's good enough and who's not good enough.
The wheat from the chaff.
From the shaft.
The way essentially, I'm going to repeat your point, but I'd like to see our players and again the management play like Hearts did against us, with that kind of drive. They were fighting, they were aggressive. Even what seemed to be like a friendly, like everybody seemed to be riled up to the point where if you're not performing in this game, you're not starting our first game of the season. You're not you're not getting that opportunity. Yeah, like I said, it is what it is. We've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously, everybody apart from me is going to these games.
I don't throw a lot of I don't think it really means much in the grand scheme of things. Do you know what I mean? We lost 5 games in a row before we went up in the playoffs. Our last preseason wasn't that great. Oh, sorry, this preseason before that wasn't that great. We still did all right. Like, these games don't really mean much in reality. I'd like to see us win. This is to be fair, this is exactly what Ben said. Shout out Ben Shanks. Like, I'd like to see us win, but the reality is, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, no. And that's what pre-seasons are all about. Like they get forgot, they don't actually count towards anything. But it's that assurance from the club that the players that they brought in are good investment. When you're seeing that third goal, that back pass going across the line, that is, I guess, a sign to me that there is going to be slip-ups throughout the year. There's going to be those huge fuck-ups that are going to massively punished.
And more magnified and costly. You know what I mean?
Compounded.
It's brutal.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm more than happy to have those fuck-ups now and what have you, but the fuck-ups that are happening now when the players are playing at like what seems like 25%, they're not giving it all. And I don't want them to give it all. I want to just see like at least 90% of effort level. Just do everything you possibly can without getting injured. That is essentially it. So, yeah, I'm okay with it.
What do you think, mate, on the pre-season so far? Have you got any strong opinions?
To be honest, I think, because I was listening to what Phil Smith was saying from the Echo, I think tomorrow, we'll kind of see the team, what Regis thinks will be starting 11 against West Ham.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right.
Yeah. Me too.
Who is that starting 11? Who do you think that's starting 11 then? If that's where we're going.
What, today? Like, if no changes are made to this starting lineup, who's starting the West Ham game?
No. Who's playing tomorrow?
Oh, okay.
Well, which according to Paul's point there, will be the starting 11 against West Ham. So I don't think the new keeper's going to start, right? Patter's still injured. So we might have one or both of the crappy keepers.
I think we're going to see Ronaldo tomorrow.
I'd like to see Ronaldo tomorrow. He's been in the squad a couple of weeks now, right? So he's had time to bed in. I'd like to see him get some time under his belt. I think it'll be Ballard and Sealed. I think Trey will be playing right back. And then it'll be the midfield 5 that we've signed.
Yeah.
So, not Xhaka, obviously. I don't think Xhaka will play. But the other guys.
Regis will surprise us and start Greenwich tomorrow.
Do you think?
You never know. You know what Reaches is like.
I just don't think he will. I just can't see it happening. I think, like I say, I think he'll roll him out at half time to be like, he's Granit Xhaka. Like,
Yeah.
I think we'll see like Talby and Adringa, and I think we'll see Diarra and the other
Saliba.
guys. Yeah, those new guys in the middle, and we'll probably see Meander up front, swap with Wilson in the second half.
If Wilson's off back from his injury, didn't he have an injury or something?
I think he is back.
Is he back? Okay, I think it was just a little niggle on it. So
yeah,
if that not, for me is who I think is going to start tomorrow.
Huggins. Do
you think it'll be Huggins left back?
Probably. I'd prefer to see Hume and Ronaldo as the wing backs, but yeah, Huggins is an interesting one because he's more like. Do you remember when Lyndon Gooch was like halfway on the way out? It feels like that with him at the moment, and I don't like it because I think he's a good character at least around the club, but. He hasn't performed.
He was really unlucky with injuries, but yeah, he's been really unlucky with injuries. He's been out for 18 months, right? He's come back and he hasn't played $2,000 in the pre-season. Like, I don't want to be too harsh, but when I was watching the old game the other day, every time I looked at him, he was out of position. It looked like he was fucking flapping against Hull.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're flapping against Hull in pre-season, you're not going to do it in the Premier League against the big lads.
Yeah, sorry. Like Huggins, I feel like I don't want to throw him under the bus again. Like before he got injured, he was doing really well. So, but I mean, how old is Huggins? Give us a
just a kid.
He's 24.
No, what is his age?
23, 24.
I'll find him.
Niall Huggins. I think he's early 20s.
24, mate. Good show. He's born on December 18th, 2000.
So for him to. It's a hard comeback trail to get on where his development and. I mean, he's been out a while, and he was just really starting to pick up. So, I'm not saying it's impossible, but he's going to find it hard this season, I think.
I just think, like I say, I think he's been unlucky with injuries, and I don't think he's had a good pre-season. I don't think he's fought his way into Reggie's big plans. You know what I mean? Yeah, he might be a squad player, but I just can't. I cannot see it. And like I said, I think he looked dreadful against Hull. Probably the worst I've seen him play in a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, if I guess I'm kind of agreeing with the initial sentiment. Then it is about getting fitness back for some of these players. Maybe that is why he would start over the likes of Ronaldo, because Ronaldo's already fit.
I think it's the opposite, mate. Well, maybe not quite the opposite. I think he wanted to bed Ronaldo in a little bit, give him some time with the players, let him naturally, progress to match fitness rather than throwing him in straight away. I think that's the only reason we've seen Huggins in that position, to be honest.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, like, Huggins isn't naturally left-footed. Like,
yeah,
he is a right-footed player playing left back. So it's about balance again, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it is. It is. So
I've just read on the fucking website that Pedro Ribeiro's gone.
Yeah, he has. It was Coach's assistant.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, where's he gone?
I don't know. He's just left the club.
Oh.
I think he's gone back to the club he came from to be a coach. Head coach, I think.
I mean, that feels like a very emotionally driven decision. Do you know what I mean? If you had just fought your way at the Premier League, you'd probably want to stick it out for at least the season, wouldn't you? If you were career focused, whether that's the right or wrong time to go back to the club that you can, I don't know. It feels like an emotionally driven decision.
Well, good
luck to him, though. Do you know what I mean? Fair play.
Yeah, good luck to him.
Rangers has gone assistant law that he wanted actually in the first place. They're the one that brought in the summer for him.
Yeah.
Rangers actually wanted him when Rangers came to us. He actually wanted to bring him in.
The good doctor. Yeah. I remember that chat when he couldn't get the guy for whatever reason, so he got this other bloke.
Yeah, Vulcano is now top dog and Ribeiro can leave. I guess.
Okay.
That's what Bong says. The thing I was giggling at a couple of seconds ago, by the way, Hall has repeated and copied the thing about suppose attending the game will enjoy 50% off calling in Madrid.
No,
Yeah,
it won't.
I will pay double the price in Vaux's tap room for a sit round.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Vaux's Freddy's drop.
Freddy's drop. Yeah.
Or here's your shade of Citra.
Do you know what you should just do? You should get a cap in a bag style thing and just like put beer in it.
I mean,
Another trap.
I'm not going to rule it out, but maybe not tomorrow.
If the only supplying calling and fucking.
I've just get myself up to middle class status. I'm not going to be doing stuff like that.
Hey, don't like you haven't brought in a little hip flask into the cinema or something. Bag of sweets under your coat.
Back in the day, not now, man.
First thing is, though, with that, the club even said with that they're doing tomorrow, the kids start school and they're actually getting a free hot dog.
Ooh.
A free hot dog? Where's my free hot dog?
Are these out of date, these hot dogs? I want to check the sell-by date. They're just getting a shot of them.
Just getting a shot of everything by the sense of it. New corporate sponsor, get rid of all of the old shit so they can start a new one.
Free hot dog is like just the kids though. You got to be a kid to get it. Is that right?
Cafeteria.
Sounds like it.
Right. Anyways. I do want us to think about this, but obviously I don't want the answer today. I want you to have a proper good think for the next podcast.
Oh yeah.
It's of the players that we have. Oh, sorry, that was really weird. Of the players that we have, or going for, who are going to be Premier League? Who do you think is going to get the most FPL points for us this season? Like you can pick three players who in our current squad is going to get the most fantasy points over the coming season.
If I had to answer that question right now, the answer would be Luffy.
You can
come back to me. Come back to me again on week 10. I'll tell you.
Week 10, you've got 25% of the data already.
The thing with Luffy is like, I feel like he can take a pass and he's good at taking the corner. He's great. You know what I mean? So I feel like assists is probably going to be more his, and appearances is probably going to be more his points tally. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
So again, like I said, I'd like to have a good, proper think about it and see how this next preseason games go. But I think for me, it's probably going to be Xhaka. Xhaka's definitely going to be in that mix.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how creative he is.
Sitter though, isn't he? You know what I mean?
For me, it's about how many games he can. Doesn't he get bonus points for clean sheets and stuff like that? So,
yeah, how many clean sheets do you think we're going to get?
30 years.
That's a question. How many clean sheets is Sunderland going to get this season?
How many would you be happy with?
I reckon if we get 10, we're doing all right.
Double digits.
But look, I want to go to how Lebris set up, because if you look at the pre-season games, they're not very. They're more sit back, soaked style games. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's, because even against Hull we were doing that a little bit. So I don't know. I feel like we may get more clean sheets than you think.
Okay.
Well, hopefully. I mean, clean sheets. You get a clean sheet, you get a point, right? So
you get a fucking point, mate.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. There you go. Well, and that's what this is. That's what Roofs here for, right? 10 clean sheets per season.
Go on, Michael.
You got the most clean sheets. You got the most clean sheets in the
Eredivisie.
In his league last year, in the Eredivisie. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. He might have the most clean sheets in the Premier League. Keeps us up there. Sorry,
Golden Glove. That's how we're wrapping this up. Royce is going to get the Golden Glove.
I will add. Sorry, there's a little Facebook clip. It's -1 degree. What the fuck? There is a little Sunderland tweet where he ranks previous Sunderland saves.
I'm saying it, yeah. He did the Craigie Gordon save, didn't he?
The Craig Gordon save, the voted best ever Premier League save ever.
Yeah.
8.5. Fucking what? It's a 10. Anyways,
it's a good save, to be fair. Like,
if that's the level he's thinking, that's a good save, or that's an all right save. Like, come on, you know he's got in his head that ambition to be better than just one moment. I like that about our players.
if he can, like I say, if he's half decent, he gets 10 clean sheets. Like, it sets us up all right, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, so keeping the
well,
lights.
this has been a real back and forth. This is like knocking on the door of 2 hours here. Like,
It really is.
all right. I could keep going as well, but I'm mindful of the time.
I am mindful it's nearly midnight in the UK, isn't it?
I was actually looking at the opponents we've got tomorrow. They actually drew 1-1 with Coventry on Wednesday, just gone.
Well, Real Betis. Well, let's
I think
let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Should we do a prediction for tomorrow?
I mean, we can do. I'm going to predict. No, I'll let you. I'm going to predict like 9 people will create videos saying it's just a friendly. It doesn't matter. I'll say 2-1 Sunderland. Why not?
I'm going to go 2-2 Desmond. I'd like to see Adringa score. I think Adringa might score again. And one of the strikers, Mander or Wilson.
There you go. Good. It's 11 o'clock there. Wow.
It is.
Right. What are you predicting, Paul?
I'm going 3-1 Sunderland. Xhaka to get his first Sunderland goal. You've heard it.
I'm not sure he plays tomorrow, but I'll be class.
Got to try to get his first Sunderland hat-trick.
Pong 0-0. Hall 1-1. Alan,
You're going to add on for that one, man.
I'll go 1-0.
Okay. Who earns the final one out of all of you? Who's going to go home the most pissed?
I got to drive home, so I hope it's not me.
Fair enough. So Alan's the winner of
Josh
that
and
one then?
Kenzie will be on it. Like they've got just a casual war around the corner to get you in.
You know they're going to be fucking sloshed. Cool. Right. Okay. We'll do the watch along tomorrow and same time next week for the potty.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Roger.
Yep.
Roger. All right.
On it. You got anything to add?
Sure.
Thanks very much.
And on that note, well, lads, fuck the mags.